Yeah, but there's another hardwood.
This afternoon, Western College is privileged to take a few minutes to recognize the sophomore players who will be concluding their careers as lawyers. Their contributions on and off the court have made a huge impact on the program and on our campus. We're setting them on their way to continue making their corner of the world a better place. We wanted to say thank you to all of the families who are here today and to those who could not be here in person. You have entrusted us with your daughter, and we're both grateful and humbled for the opportunity to walk with these young women. Jackie Anderson from Newton, Kansas. Parents are Greg and Lauren Anderson.
If not, I'll do it by myself.
Jackie plays with the heart of a tiger. Sacrificed her body numerous times to chase loose balls or rebounds. We will miss Jackie's toughness. Jackie would like to also recognize Marissa King, instructor here at Heston College, for her education as her education instructor, for her help in her personal growth here at Heston. Jackie says she will always remember Huey's half-court shot as the buzzer sounded. Jermaine Thompson from Reserve, Louisiana. Her mom is Angela Montgomery, who is watching this afternoon on the webcast. Jermaine is a fierce competitor. She doesn't let her size slow her down. She has worked on her game to become an essential piece of our success. She wants to thank Heston College instructor Marissa King for her support and her friendship during her time here. Jermaine's memories of her Heston days will include laughing at Coach Harrison's funny ways of using words that don't always make sense. Alyssa Graber from Wolford, North Dakota. Her parents are Ron and Lori Graber. Alyssa is always a great teammate who encourages others no matter what. She loves to be sneaky on defense and pick opponents' passes off when they least expect it. Alyssa wants to say a special thanks to nursing instructor Becky Bartel for her support and believing in her during her tough nursing classes. Alyssa has always appreciated making new friendships and getting to know the other students, getting to hang out. It's always been fun. Sarah Hoover from Elbeen, Kansas. Her parents are Mike and Kara Hoover. Sarah has led the team this year with her hard work and caring for her fellow teammates. She drives herself to be the best she can be, and that's a great thing for our team. She also wants to thank Marissa King for encouraging her personally and helping her as she moves forward in pursuing a teaching career. Sarah will always remember the great team meals and the wonderful times visiting with her teammates in the restaurants and in the band trips. Michaela Zuck from Millersburg, Indiana. Her parents are Doug and Teresa Zuck. Michaela has used her athleticism to lift our team's level of play. Michaela never quits on any play during a game. She inspires her teammates to play harder. Michaela wanted to say thanks to athletic trainer Megan Fowler for her help and encouragement during her time here at Heston. Michaela says she'll remember the funny things that happen in the van rides, the good food, and getting to know some pretty awesome people. Yui Soshizaki from Kanagawa, Japan. Yui's parents could not be here today, but she'd like to thank Marissa King for helping her feel welcome and supported during her time here. Yui started last year as a team manager, but she worked hard enough that she earned a jersey this year. Yui's a wonderful teammate who loves being with her teammates. She will never forget her half-court shot at the buzzer. What a great feeling, even though it never counted. Brooke Hammond, Long Island, Kansas. Her parents are Brock and Janet Hammond. Brooke has battled back from a tough ACL injury to become an offensive microwave for our offense. It's great to see her silky smooth shooting return. Brooke would also like to thank Hesston College instructor Marissa King for being there for her and encouraging her to keep reaching her goals. Brooke also remembers Yui's face when Yui made the half-court shot. Priceless. So let's give a hand thankfulness and appreciation for the sophomores, their families, their friends, the teachers that have supported them. Thank you very much for choosing Hesston. Thank you for participating on the teams.
And welcome everyone to Yost Center on the campus of Hesston College. Rusty Witcher along with, and I get to say this, new head volleyball coach, Dee Dee Landis. Dee Dee, thanks for stopping by.
You bet, Rusty. It's my pleasure.
We're going to have fun today.
Yes, we will.
Larks and Fort Scott, the Greyhounds, going to do battle here in a Region 6 matchup, and a little different look. It's sophomore recognition day, so the Larks are going to trot out their 4 sophomores who are playing today. Larks are still basically the walking wounded.
They really are. We have 3 on the bench that haven't been released by our trainer yet, and so here we go, young team, and we'll see what we can do.
Very much so. Starting lineup here this afternoon for Fort Scott. Number 5, a 5'6" freshman guard from Lockwood, Missouri, Alexis Byrne. Number 10, a 5'6" sophomore guard from Adrian, Missouri, Cameron Luptak. Number 12, a 5'9" freshman guard from Frontenac, Kansas, Tabor Sperling. Number 15, a 6' sophomore forward from Colcord, Oklahoma, Kaylee Haggard. And number 20, a 5'5" freshman guard from Springfield, Missouri, Jordan Danzer. Head coach is Katie Raymond of Fort Scott. On the other side of things, a little different look here for the Larks today, as they're gonna trot out 5 guards.
Wow,
So,
small team.
starting lineup today for the Larks, number 12, a 5'9" freshman guard from Heston, Kansas, Jessana Nebel. Number 15, a 5'6" sophomore guard from Wolford, North Dakota, Alyssa Graber. Number 24, a 5'6" freshman guard from Long Island, Kansas, Brooke Hammond. Number 25, a 5'8" sophomore guard from Elbing, Kansas, Sarah Hoover. And number 32, a 5'5" sophomore guard from Kanagawa, Japan, Yui Soshizaki. Larks are coached by Dan Harrison, assisted by Taylor Jansen, student assistants Ray Kikuchi and Chinatsu Hanada, athletic director Rob Ramsire, athletic trainer Megan Fowler, and sports information director Andrew Sharp. Okay, I'll catch my breath. Now we're going to throw the challenge out to whoever's tuning into the game. Whether they're a fan of the Greyhounds, a fan of the Larks, there are 2 ways to contact us right here at the broadcast table, and we want to hear from you folks. We love hearing from you. First way is to grab your phone and send us a text. It's easy to do. We're kind. We enjoy social contact. Send us a text at 620-217-1465. Again, 620-217-1465. If texting isn't your thing and you're already watching on your computer, open another browser and send us an email. You can drop us a quick line. Send the email to golarks@heston.edu. GOLARKS@heston.edu. Don't forget 2 S's in Heston. So email us, golarks@heston.edu, or send us a text, 620-217-1465. So Jessana Nebel, a volleyball player, basketball player,
Yes, she is.
jumping center for the very first time, I think, in her basketball career.
And I do think she controlled that jump.
She did. Larks have the basketball. Sarah Hoover near side, Yui Soshizaki. Yui top to Jess. Jess turns the corner, back to Alyssa Graber. Larks working the weave over to Yui on the far side. Fort Scott in a little bit of a zone. Sarah spinning her way down, out to Jess. Jess coming off a career-high 26 points on Wednesday night. Brooke right in the paint. Scoop shot left short. Rebound taken down by Fort Scott. Burns with a rebound. Here come the Greyhounds. She'll hand off to Jordan Danzer. Danzer will bring the ball up the floor for the Greyhounds. Near side to Sperling. Sperling over here to Luptak. Luptak, their leading scorer at about 18 points a game. On top to Burns. Burns back to Luptak. They'll kick it across, 10 on the shot clock here as Danzer driving in and lays it off the glass up and good.
Need a little bit more help defense on that. She's quick.
9:06 to go, first quarter here. Larks back, trailing by 2. Here comes Jessana Nebel on the basketball. On top to Yui, over to Brooke. In the corner, Sarah Hoover. Sarah stepping through. Slings down to Alyssa Graber, left it for Brooke on the near side. Brooke has it batted, gets it back, but a travel called on Brooke, and the turnover giving the ball to the Greyhounds.
That was a tough one. I didn't think it was a travel. I think she got a piece of that. But what can you do?
That's why we're paying the big bucks to sit up here,
yeah,
right?
Exactly.
Danzer on the far side for the Greyhounds, weaves her way through the pressure. Out in front to Haggard. Haggard gives off Luptak. Luptak trying to turn the corner. All the way in. Shot up. Rolling home. Cameron Luptak has given the Greyhounds a 4-0 lead. 8:35 to go in the first quarter. Jessana Nebel trying to answer back. Has it tipped away right in the hands of Sperling. Sperling in the backcourt in trouble. Gets it ahead to Luptak. Luptak dribbling far side. Crossover. Kicks it out. Haggard eyes the 3. She'll try her 3. Her 3. Off the mark. Up. Rolling over. Hits the standard. Out of bounds. Back to the Larks.
We're being very patient on offense, doing a lot of passing and driving, and it's looking good. Just hope we can get a score off of it this time.
4-0, 8:13 to go. First quarter here from Yost Center. Yui Soshizaki On the far side, Jess Ananibal. Jess, down low, that pass is deflected, taken away by Burns. Burns the other way. Burns. Danzer now driving. Has it batted away. Luptak reels in the loose ball. Back to Danzer. Danzer drives baseline. All the way in. Shot too far underneath. Rebound Yui Soshizaki, and Yui gives off Sarah Hoover.
That was good help defense on Sarah. Second time down the court with that.
Back come the Larks as down low, Alyssa at the low block. Backing out Sarah. She'll pull the trigger. 16-footer up and good, and the Larks are on the board.
It's got good ball movement.
4-2 the score. 7:23 to go. And the Larks trailing by 2. Luptak here on the near side. On the wing, back on front. Haggard near side as Danzer backing away. 9 on the shot clock for the Greyhounds. As looking to drive. Down low, the jumper spinning up and good for Sperling.
All right, Jessana's got to get more aggressive here.
All right. Jessana handing off Sarah Hoover. Got her first text of the game. Kelsey's sister Courtney and cousin Megan James watching in Harrisonburg, Virginia. James said, put Kelsey in. She's about to come in. Sophomore day, that ball deflects out of bounds.
Substitutions.
Here we go, get a little bit of a bigger lineup here.
And the Unruh sisters, even though they're not sisters, Kelsey and
Right.
Nicole checking in.
Hailing from different states.
34, Nicole Unruh.
6-2 the score, 6:37 to go. Greyhounds in front by 4. They have the basketball. Danzer
22, Carly Bohannon.
bringing the ball up the floor. Danzer with it. Has it poked away by the magnet, Sarah Hoover. We call her the magnet because that ball every time seems to find her.
Well, there you go. Are you sure it's not just because she hustles?
Well, that too, but
Oh, okay.
no matter where it is, Sarah always seems
Sarah's
to
in it.
be around the ball.
She's a go-getter, that's for sure.
Here on the near side, Luptak on top, Haggard swinging it over. Danzer, far side wing, eyeing down low. 10 on the shot clock for the Greyhounds. Back to Sperling. Sperling backs out. Danzer, she'll drive. Down low. Bohannon kicks it back out with 3. Danzer tries her hand at a 3. It's short. Rebound Sarah Hoover. Sarah the other way for the Larks. Sarah bringing the ball to the floor, checking down. Down low, Alyssa slipping behind the defenders, has it stripped away. Alyssa gets it back. Tried to get it out. A foul is whistled. The first foul of the game, Dee whistled at the 5:55 mark, will be charged to Kaylee Haggard.
That's pretty impressive to go that long without a foul. Alyssa stuck with it there. That was good on her part.
The game for the Greyhounds is number
Lily Holtgrave checking in the game for the Greyhounds. Down low, Sarah Hoover. Sarah has it go right through her legs, taken away by Holtgrave the other way. Holtgrave working right to left. Holtgrave racing all the way down. And Sarah Hoover snags it, the magnet, just like we said, right
There
there.
she is again.
Possession arrow staying with the Greyhounds at the 5:46 mark of our first quarter. Greyhounds in front 6-2.
That was a great hustle on her part. She was the last one to start down the court.
And as a volleyball coach and not just that, a two-sport athlete, you love the hustle, don't you?
I love a hustle. And an aggressive play. Those are always great.
Holtgrave, the step back is swatted away by Sarah Hoover. Sarah ahead to Brooke. That's taken away, tipped by the Greyhounds as Bohannon hands back to Sperling. Sperling to their big gun. Luptak now back to the near side. Luptak, she'll step away, the 5'6" sophomore guard. On top, Kaylee Haggard. Haggard, far side. Fort Scott very patient, TD.
They have been moving the ball really well, waiting for the shots inside. They're not settling for outside shots, except for
Luptak.
now.
Out to Holtgrave. Her 3 misses. Rebound Nicole Unruh. And here come the Larks. Under 5 to go, first quarter. Larks trailing 6-2. Alyssa Graber thought about a 3. Now she'll pick up her dribble, gives it down low to Sarah Hoover. Sarah couldn't come up with it. Sarah was calling for the screen, it looked like.
She was going down for the screen.
Sperling the other way. On top, Luptak. Luptak calls out the offense. And Luptak directing traffic, telling her players where to go, which sides. Holtgrave here on the near side wing. Back on top, Bohannon swings it over Luptak on the far side. Again, 10 to shoot here in the shot clock. Back to Sperling. Sperling driving all the way down. Help side defense rolls over. Sperling shot too strong. Rebound tipped away. The other way, that's loose and blocked. Kelsey Unruh comes up with a loose ball.
It's great help by Nicole there on that defensive play.
Far side, Brooke Hammond. Brooke Pull-up jumper from 15 misses. Rebound Sarah Hoover. Sarah's stick back up and good. Sarah Hoover has all 4 Lark points. Timeout taken here by Fort Scott, their 30-second timeout. And Dee Dee, I'm going to pick your brain. I'm going to put you on the spot right now. Are you ready?
Sure, you bet.
Okay, what are your feelings about the 4 quarters in women's college basketball?
Well, personally, I don't like it very
Okay.
much. I feel like we're going away a little bit from more of what the guys' game looks like. I think it was a different change going from high school to college where you got to play 2 halves instead of 4 quarters, and I really liked that. Felt like it was a longer continual play. It didn't get you out of your flow as much, and I'm not in love with the 4 quarters.
Okay, all right, that's interesting. I've heard mixed reviews on both parts. I've heard some officials even saying they don't like the 4 quarters. They think that it should be separate from high school to college and college back to professional.
Yes.
So, interesting take. Thank you.
You bet. Anytime.
Oh, you shouldn't dare me. Dancer with
never
it
mind.
here. Dancer with it here on the near side. Holtgrave, far corner Dancer. She'll wiggle her way back out. Holtgrave's pulled the trigger once from deep. Holtgrave swings out, left tap. Left tap guarded by Jasanna Nebel. And 10 again for the Greyhounds to shoot. Luptak from way downtown. That one spins home. Luptak makes the 3 from Fort Scott, and it's 9-4.
That was her first outside shot, I believe.
5 points for Luptak, and it's a 5-point lead for the Greyhounds. Stepping through Sarah Hoover, trying to get that ball down low. Sarah, turnaround jumper in, traffic misses. Rebound, taking in Jasanna Nebel with the offensive rebound. Kelsey from 12 on the baseline, missing, and that ball bounces away. Luptak comes down with it here on the near side. Luptak the other way.
I love seeing Sarah and Jasanna down there getting offensive rebounds.
Danzer with it on the near side. All the way in the corner, Holtgrave. Holtgrave far side, out to the wing, trying to get the ball down low, loose on the floor for Bohannon. She gets it back, stripped away. Kelsey Unruh tips it ahead. And a foul's going to be charged to Fort Scott, I believe.
Good hustle by Kelsey there. Getting a loose ball. There are times that those loose balls are the difference in the ball game. Whoever's going to come up with them is going to win the game.
Those 50-50 balls, it's the second foul on the Greyhounds. And here's my question for you, Dee Dee. Rosters are thin on both sides of things. Do you think
Yes.
it might play a hand in defense, maybe not quite contesting as you would with a deeper roster? As Jess fires a 3, her 3 off the mark. Rebound, saved by Nicole, out of bounds.
My opinion on that is that you don't change as a player. It's a mentality, and just because you're thin on the bench doesn't mean you can't go after it hard.
2:28 to go with Holtgrave on the far side. Expert analysis from Lark volleyball head coach Dee Dee Landis. I like it. As
I do think that both sides of the floor are a little bit slow right now. We're just playing a little bit slower of a game. Half-court offense.
Luptak trying to turn that corner. Down low. Bohannon shot misses. Gets her own rebound. Stick back off the glass, up and in. Bohannon knocks it down. 11-4 the score. 7-point lead for the Hounds. Kelsey Unruh near side. Sarah Hoover. Sarah on top to Brooke. Brooke trying to turn that corner. In the corner, Kelsey. Kelsey, a little ball fake, driving all the way in. Kelsey goes up. Misses from close, and the rebound hauled in by Fort Scott. Luptak the other way, weaving her way all the way down. Kick out near side, Holtgrave. Holtgrave tries her hand out, back out to Danzer. 3 from straight away, spins off. Rebound taken down by the Larks. Jess Anna the other way. Jess left her for Brooke Hammond. The southpaw lefty 3 off the mark. Looked good when she let it go, but just a little bit short, and that ball out of bounds. A foul's going to be charged to Sarah Hoover.
It was better. We were crashing the boards there. Just didn't come up with it that time.
Tina Schmidt in the game for the Larks, and a pack of Hounds into the game now as Burns, Haggard, and Sperling all make their return to the Fort Scott line. 11-4 the score. First quarter, 1:17 to go here. Larks trail by a touchdown. As back here on the near side, Sperling with it. She'll pull the trigger. Her 3 off the mark. Rebound hauled in. Tina Schmidt. Tina gives it off to Sarah Hoover, and Sarah bringing the ball back the other way.
It's a great box out.
Tina on the far side. On top, Kelsey. Kelsey thought about the 3, dumps it down to Sarah. Sarah sneaks her way through and scores off the glass. Sarah Hoover 6, Fort Scott 11, under a minute to go.
Assist Kelsey Unruh from the top. You don't see that real often from a post. That was a great look.
As Haggard from way downtown, rebound taken in Jessana Niebel. I think Haggard said, hey, teammate Cameron Liptek, if you can shoot it from that far out, I think I can shoot it from that far out as well.
I wonder if she's had success out there like Liptek has.
Sarah at the elbow, looking down low. Sarah spinning her way in, dumps it to Kelsey from the baseline. Jumper up and good. Kelsey knocks down the jumper.
Good things are happening when we're getting it inside the paint.
And just like that, it's a quick little 4-0 run by the Larks. 11-8 the score is 9 seconds on the clock. First quarter winding down. Jumper is blocked.
Oh.
And a foul whistled
Foul on number 10, Kelsey Unruh.
on Kelsey Unruh.
That was kind of a tough one.
To the line for the
Looked like she even just got ball at the very end.
First free throws of the game for Haggard. That is short. A second chance coming.
It'd be great if we could score another bucket here.
4.8
Not
seconds.
sure.
It's a basketball eternity. That free throw good. 12-8 the score. Sarah smartly catching at the half court. Sarah from way downtown. Good if it goes. A little short. And at the end of the first quarter of play, Fort Scott 12, Heston College 8. We're back in 60 seconds here on the Lark Network. And welcome back here to Yost Center on the campus of Heston College. Checking the email line real quickly. Haven't heard from anybody. Again, send us an email. GoLarks@heston.edu. Send us a text, 620-217-1465.
Here we go. We'll see if we can get the ball inside a little bit more this quarter.
Larks trail 12-8. Sorry, Dee Dee.
Nope, I'm just saying good things happen when we do that.
Good things do happen when you get a paint touch. Tina has it stripped away, strips it back, but a foul charge to Tina. Tina picks up her first personal foul.
Almost had that one back there.
Lark women will be action on Monday night at 6 o'clock. They host McPherson's junior varsity.
No, mine was the first one.
Let's see, here we go. Still in man-to-man.
No, they reset. They reset. Women's fouls reset at the quarter, Dave.
What is it then, after 5?
5, yeah. Yeah.
Good defense here.
As the other way, Haggard off the glass. Missing rebound pulled down by Kelsey Unruh. 12-8 the score, 9:15 to go in the second quarter. Still, see, I can't get over saying quarters either, to tell you the truth.
Yes, it's hard. And there you were just discussing fouls reset at the quarter.
Yes. Down
Good
low,
cut.
Jessana cuts the basket, just can't find it. That's tipped off of Heston out of bounds.
Another good feed by Kelsey. Let Jessana do that one more time. She'll make it.
Alyssa Graber and Brooke Hammond back in the lineup for the Larks. Larks trail by 4, 12-8 in a slow-paced first half.
Yes, it has been fairly slow. Lots of ball movement.
Deliberate. How about
Yes,
deliberate?
Yes.
Backdoor cut, and that's a walk by Haggard.
This half-court ball game is a little bit more like Joel Kaufman used to coach.
What you used to play?
I did. Yes, yes. He liked the slower half-court game.
8:47 to go. As Sarah Hoover with it. Near side, Nicole Unruh. Nicole gives it Jess. Jess at the elbow, stepping back. Sarah on the far side. 8:33 to go. Second quarter, 10 on the shot clock for the Larks. Alyssa back to Sarah. Sarah stepping in, dumps it down. Nicole goes one way, right hand hook shot, a little strong, and the rebound pulled down by Luptak. Luptak the other way. Luptak racing, trying to pick up the pace. Inside to Byers. Byers off the glass left hand, a basket up. It counts. And Byers is fouled. She'll shoot the free throw.
Man, that's tough. We've missed a couple just right close to the hoop.
Basket was good.
So I should say, I wouldn't say that Joel loved a slow game. He's a very purposeful, deliberate game, whether that was fast-paced or slow-paced, just as long as we were in control.
Free throw missing. Sounds like Joel.
Yes. Okay,
14-8 to score. Larks trail by 6. Brooke Hammond, high post. Kelsey, Nicole. Nicole took an extra step, and the turnover is plaguing the Larks here in the first half.
that was a good move. That was a good face and then a ball move, I guess.
14-8 the score. 8 minutes to play in our first half. As driving down here, Burns, she'll fire a three from the corner, missing, rebound, tracked down by Luptak. Danzer with it here on the near side. As in the corner, Holtgrave stepping down all the way in. Holtgrave, little scoop shot, got too far underneath. Rebound hauled in by the Larks. Jess Ananibal will bring the ball back the other way. Jess thought about driving for just a second, help side defender, they'll cut her off, and she'll work the ball around the perimeter. Brooke Hammond, far side on the wing, out on front, Nicole. Down low, Sarah Hoover posting up and scores off the glass. Sarah Hoover has 8 of Heston's 10 points with 7:15 to go.
That's a great look, having her down low. She's small but mighty.
Stripped away by Brooke Hammond, out of bounds. Kelsey Unruh back in the lineup for the Larks. Bohannon and Eisman checking in the lineup for Fort Scott.
Kelsey Unruh for Heston.
With a slower pace, every possession matters. It's a little bit harder to catch back up, so have to be careful about that.
Danzer to Luptak on the far side. Luptak backing away. 14-10 the score, 7 minutes to play here in the quarter. Luptak pulls the trigger, her three, off the mark, long rebound, tracked down, Danzer saves the offensive board. Danzer all the way in, her jumper in the paint, missing, rebound, batted out of there, and last touch by Fort Scott will be Lark basketball.
Okay, let's see if they post Sarah up again right here.
Is that what you're drawing up?
Well, that's what I would.
Okay. 14-10 the score. As just out on the far side, Brooke Hammond. Brooke looking to drive. In the corner, Sarah. Sarah driving down. Bouncing back out, Jess Ananibal ball on top to Kelsey. Kelsey a long two, her two off the mark. Alyssa could not save it, out of bounds. It will go back to the Greyhounds.
Well, I guess I was wrong.
I liked it. I was a fan
You were
of it.
for it?
Oh, yeah. 14-10 the score. Larks trailing by 4, far side. Luptak has it swiped away by Alyssa. Alyssa racing all the way in. Alyssa lays up too strong, tipped away, and I think they're going to catch Sarah. And Sarah picks up her second personal foul.
That was a good steal by Alyssa. She'd had a tough assignment. And she's
Read it
doing
perfectly.
well. Yep.
Their second foul.
My basketball career, that's what I was known for. I couldn't shoot, I couldn't jump, I couldn't run, but I could play a passing lane in a 1-2-2 zone.
Perfect. Perfect.
Everyone's got another. You got to know your role, right?
Yep.
Alyssa,
Oh, there
another
she is.
steal. Alyssa bringing the ball the other way for the Larks. Far side, Kelsey. Kelsey looking to drive all the way down, tries to wrap it around to Nicole. Kicks out Brooke. Brooke, the three on the way for Brooke, spins off. Rebound, tipped, saved by Alyssa. Alyssa's everywhere. Alyssa trying to take over the name for the magnet as Nicole scoop shot up and in. Nicole scores off the glass. Timeout taken here by Fort Scott. Larks have rallied. Full timeout with 5:39 to go here in our second quarter. And the Larks trailing by 2. They've trimmed the 6-point lead down to 2.
Yeah, it was great offensive second effort there, offensive rebound. ball movement. I think we have opportunity for success when we get it in the hole, especially when we're cutting to the hole.
Little shout out to Lark Athletics here. The softball team dropped a heartbreaker in extra innings yesterday to Pratt Community College. Both coaches agreed by the end of the first game it was so cold that they said we're not going to play the second one.
It was chilly yesterday.
It was really cold.
And that was a reschedule from today, correct?
Yes,
because
that
it
was yes.
supposed to be colder today. And actually, it's not bad out there
It's really
today.
not. Yeah, whatever can you do with the fickle Kansas February weather. Baseball team split at Independence yesterday, so.
And same situation there, right?
Yes, that
It
was a reschedule as well.
Well, maybe I'm wrong. It does say that it's 19 degrees outside. Does it feel like cold?
No,
My phone's wrong.
No, my phone was saying
Oh,
19.
37.
Okay, that's a little different. Little different there,
Not
Dee Dee.
bad. Huh. My phone's not quite as up to date and high tech as yours.
No, well,
apparently.
mine says 36. So
Oh.
apparently yours is a little more tuned in than mine is.
Here we go. Let's see if Alyssa can come up with another steal.
Out on top, Luptak driving all the way in. Luptak all the way. Her shot is swatted by Kelsey Unruh. Luptak gets it back, though. Goes behind her back on the near side on the baseline. Alyssa with a near tip away. Luptak's jumper in and out. Rebound tipped around. Kelsey Unruh tracking it down.
Alyssa's giving him heck. I love it.
Jess Ananibal the other way. Jess spins away. Fort Scott in a 3-2 zone, and they're trying to extend it.
Yep.
Nicole
Now
on top to Brooke.
Getting it inside will be really important on a zone.
Especially a 3-2 like
Yep.
this.
Can't let them just camp. Yeah.
And Dee Dee drawing up the play here from the scores table. I like it. I mean, are you faxing it to Dan? How are you getting those plays in perfectly? Foul
You
is-
know, after guessing several times, at least one time I'll get it right, right?
On the far side, Nicole Unruh in the corner, back out Jess Ananibal. Jess back to Nicole, skipping out on top to Alyssa. Alyssa against the zone, wrapping around Kelsey, a three from the far corner, in and out rebound. Nicole kicks out. Brooke all alone, the lefty southpaw three, nothing but the bottom of the net for Brooke.
Another second opportunity there. Great offensive rebound.
Back the other way as they come bring it back out to Luptak. And I wish Brooke had another year here. I think she could do some
Yes.
damage for that three-point record.
Yes, it was a bummer she was not able to play much last year, or at all.
At all.
At all.
Sperling with 10 for the Greyhounds. Backing out, Burns eyeing it with 7 now over. Another deep three by Luptak. Luptak looks like her range is when she sets foot in the gym. And it's 17-15. Fort Scott in front by 2 with 5:04 to go. Down low, Nicole Unruh. The low block wraps it around. Kelsey saves it. No, could not, out of bounds.
Alyssa's doing a great job whenever Luptak's dribbling, but she has to extend that defense a little bit. Her range seems to be after you cross half court.
Yeah. And not shy about it either. And I like
Nope.
that. Shoot or shoot.
Yeah, yep. You know when you're feeling it, you can go.
As Danzer with it on the far side for the Hounds. Danzer backing away. High post. Haggard works inside against Kelsey Unruh. Nice little ball fake from Haggard. Got Kelsey up in the air. Cardinal sin for a defender leaving your feet.
Yep.
19-15.
Once you shift your weight up,
Another
You're
three
committed.
from Brooke. Brooks three missing rebounds.
Atta
Save.
girl.
Just Ananibal a little bit too far underneath. Kelsey Unruh down low. Stripped away. And here on the near side, Alyssa, a little bit too much body. And Alyssa whistled for her first personal foul.
for as hard as she's been playing, that's pretty good for her first one.
Sarah Hoover back in. Yuri Soshizaki checking back in the lineup for the Larks.
It's a mouthful.
Yes. And I can say Yuri's name.
Here we go, Yui. Yep. Okay, they're gonna switch up here a little bit.
Looks that way.
Cassandra has Luptak now.
19-15 our score. 3:20 to go in the first half. As on the far side, driving down low. That one goes right through the wickets of Sarah Hoover. Jess comes up with the easy steal. Jess the other way. Jess weaving her way. Sarah Hoover here on the near side. Sarah looking to drive. Driving. Steps through, kicks out to Brooke. Brooke, far side wing, spins her way down. The rodeo queen Brooke Hammond back to Sarah Hoover, the jumper up and good. Sarah now with 10 points. She has 10 of the Larks' 17 points. Larks trail by 2, 19-17. 2:45 to go.
There's determination on her face. Help.
Luptak all the way in and scoring off the glass. Luptak with 10 for Fort Scott, and a timeout taken by Dan Harrison. He wants 30 seconds to talk it over on the use it or lose it timeout.
2 minutes left. 3-point ball game. It's pretty good for right now.
Or a 4-point ball game.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
Not a
You're
math
welcome.
major.
Hey, I'm just a sports writer broadcaster. Like I could do numbers, but I do know that that's almost a football score. That's also a volleyball score too, as you're
There
working
you go.
there. So.
I think my first grader would have been able to do that one. Oh. Well, we'll see here. If we have more help defense, I think that they're spreading us out, and we're really getting caught with our help defense. So, or will we go back into a zone?
2:37 to go. I don't know. Hey, you're the coach. I'm just a talker.
Oh.
As they're back in the zone. No, it's man-to-man. Don't mind us.
I didn't say it.
I did. Jessica Nebel knocks the jumper down,
There
her
we go.
first basket of the contest. Larks trail by 2, 21-19. 2:21 to go in our first half. Near steal by Yui on the far side. Great anticipation for Yui.
Good effort there. Great effort. And I love Sarah running over and just encouraging her.
As in the backcourt, saved by Danzer. Danzer with it. Danzer. Back to the near side of Luptak. Luptak with 10 Fort Scott points. She'll hand off Jordan Danzer. In the corner near side, Burns stepping down all the way in. A nice little shot off the glass, up and good for Alexis Burns.
Thought that might have been a double dribble in there, but
23-19 our score. As Brooke to the near side, Jessana. Weaving her way down, Kelsey Unruh. Nicole Unruh, thank you. One of the Unruh twins. And that one tips away, even though they're not twins.
correct.
As Danzer with it here. Danzer driving all the way in, got by Lark defenders and misses from point blank. Rebound saved by the Magnet, Sarah Hoover.
Okay, here we go. Move the ball around. This is a crucial possession here.
Sarah to Jess. Jess. Nicole. All the way down. Sarah, she'll try her hand at a three, a little short off the side of the glass in the rim. Rebound pulled down by Fort Scott. Luptak the other way. Luptak left it for Tabor Sterling, and that shot is up and good. Taylor Sperling for three, and it's a 26-19 7-point advantage for the Greyhounds of Fort Scott.
Oh, Jessana thought about it there.
Backs out Nicole, eyed the three. She'd step all the way in. Nicole's runner off the glass, up and good. Nicole runs her way to 2 points, and it's 26-21, 5-point Hound lead. Luptak on the far side stops and pops her three wide open. Can't leave her alone. That's her third three of this first half.
We have to pick her up right after half court.
And that's what Dan Harrison is imploring his team to do. Sarah gets behind the glass. Give and go. The points are picking up here as it's been a flurry of activity in the last 2 minutes. Larks trail by 6, 29-23, 10 on the clock here. Hounds with the basketball. Sperling with it. Tabor Sperling backing out. Danzer trying to drive. Cut off. Pull-up jumper from Danzer. Off the mark. Crawling off rebound. Tipped. Saved. Out of bounds with 0.8 of a second to go.
Into the game for
Kelsey Unruh and Alyssa Graber checking back in.
For the Larks, Kelsey Unruh.
I would love to think that we could score here, but I don't know that that's realistic.
Alyssa Graber.
And Larks toss it in. They're going to concede the half at the end of the first half of play here. Fort Scott 29, your Heston College Larks 23.
6 points.
6 points.
I got it.
6 points. We'll be back with the start of the second half right here on the Lark Network. And welcome back here to Yost Center. We're heading to the second half. Dee Dee, I've got some stats for you. Anything jump out at you?
Well, it looks like both teams have one person that's kind of scoring, doing the heavy load scoring-wise. For them, it's Luptak. For us, it's Sarah Hoover.
Luptak with 13, Sarah Hoover with 12.
Yeah.
Okay, I got to eat this last bite of cookie that Jake Hansen gave me. So
you enjoy it. You enjoy it. And Alyssa's 2 steals that are on here sure were big for us, so hopefully she can come up with some more this half. Starting out in this man-to-man. See if we're just as patient and doing, good help defense.
An offensive foul whistled on Kaylee Haggard.
Sarah was there for the help defense and drew the offensive foul.
Outside of the restricted area?
Yep.
If a basketball player is going to give me a cookie, they need to give it a little bit before halftime.
That's not fair, huh?
Jake Hansen tossed me a cookie. I think his mom baked some cookies. They're delicious.
Oh, well, good. And they come out in a zone.
And that ball deflecting off of the top of the zone. Burns with it. Here comes the Greyhounds working left to right tonight. The rest of the afternoon.
It'll be important for us to get into the middle of that zone in order to have some success.
Sperling just loses it out of bounds, trying to plead her case to the official.
With good defense.
29-23, 6-point game.
Yep, still.
It was a low-scoring first half for about the first 18 minutes. The last 2 minutes was back and forth.
Yep, the scoring started to pick up for sure.
Sarah here on the near side, eyeing that 3 down low. Alyssa Graber. Alyssa that kicks it back out. Nicole left for Jessana. Jessana with 10, with 9. Jessana bounce over to Nicole. Nicole, high post Sarah Hoover, catching, shooting, missing, rebound. Luptak the other way. Luptak sprinting down the court. Luptak in a hurry all the way down. Luptak in the corner, kick out. Burns, she'll try a 3. Burns 3 off the side of the rim, rebound, tipped around, pulled in by the magnet Sarah Hoover.
We're going to have to be careful that we match up on our man-to-man right when we get down the court.
Jessana Nebel here at the near side. Down low. Nicole under. Nicole spins her way down, left off the glass, up and good. Nicole under with that nice little patented spin move. 6 now for Nicole.
That was perfect. Setting him up to the inside and spun to the outside.
As Luptak weaves her way down all the way far side. Danzer. Stepping back, Larks trail by 4, 29-25. 8:07 to go. Sperling, her 3 is short. Rebound, who else? Sarah Hoover. And Sarah will bring the ball the other way. Sarah lobbing ahead. Kelsey under. Kelsey backs her way out. Dumps it down. Nicole overthrew. Shot Nicole and out of bounds.
Into the game for Fort Scott.
Gotta just be careful with every possession. That was a great idea by Kelsey. Maybe a bounce pass.
Brooke Hammond and Yui Soshizaki into the game now for the Larks.
Carly Bohannon.
Looks
Carly
like
Bohannon in the game.
Luptak's limping a little
Just
here.
a little bit.
And for the Larks, number 24, Brooke Hammond enters the game along with Yui Soshizaki, number 32.
Going with the smaller lineup
Both
again.
teams going with small lineups.
Yep.
Looks more like a four guards and 1 post.
Yep.
29-25, Fort Scott nursing the 4-point lead with 7:43 to go in the third quarter. Sperling standing straight away over to Danzer. Danzer on the far wing. Down low, slipping behind the defenders. Burn, and a foul is whistled. They're going to wave the bucket off. Foul was before the shot, and the foul is going to charge to Alyssa Graber. Alyssa picking up her second personal foul.
Yep. That was good effort there. I think we followed their lead in going with kind of 4 around 1 here. 4 littles and 1 big.
As Jessana Nebel checking back in the lineup for the Larks. As trying to turn the corner, Danzer driving. Danzer spins her way down and out of bounds. Dee Dee, when you play basketball here at Hesston College, would you call yourself a guard or a forward?
I don't know. I had an identity crisis. I played whatever role I needed to. I was mainly a 3-4, so it just depended on, what was needed out there.
How about a swingman? Can we call you a swingman?
Sure, sure. I'll take that.
Nicole stepping through off the glass, up and good. Nicole, fortunate bounce. She has 8, and it's 29-27.
Took advantage of that opportunity. It was great.
Danzer the other way. On the far side, Oldgrave.
I was kind of in the same boat you were. I couldn't shoot, couldn't dribble, couldn't do a whole lot, but still needed to be out there for some reason. So I filled the gaps.
Down low, the turnaround jumper missing, rebound pulled down by the Larks. Here comes Brooke Hammond.
Chance to tie up the score. Let's see what we can do with this possession.
Brooke steps through, rolls out Yui backs out Sarah Hoover. Sarah directing traffic on this 4 out, 1 in. Brooke now kicks out Jessana, the jumper from the elbow, in and out, and the rebound pulled down by Fort Scott. Back comes Jordan Danzer for Fort Scott, accelerating all the way, kicks out, deflecting, and they're going to call a kick on Jessana Nebel. And Dee Dee sitting here nodding her head, agreeing with the official call.
Yep, that looked about right to me. That was good help defense there. Kind of made them pull it back out.
And for the Larks, Kelsey Unruh.
Kelsey Unruh checking back in the lineup for the Larks.
Good minutes by Nicole there.
As handed off to Bohannon. The jumper by Danzer missing. Rebound pulled down by the Larks. We are still taking text messages. We are taking emails. That one deflecting away, and a foul whistled on Brooke Hammond, and Brooke picks up her second personal foul. Send us an email, golarks@heston.edu, or you can send us a text at 620-217-1465.
Certain things happen when you go meet the pass, but when you wait for it to come to you, usually bad things happen.
Always have to go get the basketball.
You have to go get it. You have to meet the pass.
Burns all the way down, dumps it off, shot by Haggard, in and out, fight for the loose ball. Haggard gets it back. Jessana Nebel reads it perfectly, comes up with a steal ahead Brooke Hammond. Here come the Larks. Brooke the other way. Brooke thought about the three. In the corner, Jessana wide open, her three on the way. A little long rebound pulled in. Kelsey Unruh had it for just a second. And Fort Scott comes away with it.
Luckily, they're not scoring.
Luptak drains the three on Dee Dee's prompting.
My
and
bad.
It's 32-27. Larks trail by 5. Doesn't feel like broadcasting can have a jinx, but it does.
Yeah, I guess so.
Jessana Nebel the other way has it stripped away. Luptak bringing it back the other way. Luptak with 16 points. Half of Fort Scott. The jumper rolls home. 18 for Cameron Luptak. A timeout taken here by Dan Harrison. Full timeout taken. We're going to step away for 60 seconds here on the Lark Network. And welcome back here to Yost Center, the hallowed hardwoods, as I like to call it, of Yost Center.
I've never heard that, Rusty.
That's kind of one of the things I've deemed this. I've seen a lot of basketball games here in this gymnasium
Yes,
over
you
the
have.
years.
I remember you being here when I was here.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
That just shows that I'm able to come to most of the games instead of listening to them.
34-27. Hey, I'm glad you're joining me today, though. We're having a lot of fun.
Yes.
Brooke Hammond trying to turn the corner. Brooke all the way in. Scoop shot a little short by the Rodeo Queen, a member of the Prairie Dusters rodeo drill team. And back comes Luptak and the Greyhounds. Luptak has all 5 Fort Scott points in this quarter and has 18 for the ballgame. Sperling driving against Yui Soshizaki. Lost it. Flings it over her head. Right place, right time for Haggard. Haggard bounces it back out. Sperling near side. 8 on the shot clock. Sperling all the way in. Changed her mind in midair. Fortunate break for the Greyhounds. That shot misses, falls right in the hands of Kelsey Unruh.
Good defense there.
Back comes Sarah Hoover on the far side. Jessana Nebel. On top, Brooke Hammond. Brooke with it. Back to Jess. They're playing catch. Jess now turns that corner. Back to Yui. Yui fires a three. Her three a little short in the rebound. Hauled in by Fort Scott. Left tech the other way. Ahead. Haggard all the way down. Haggard stripped away by Sarah Hoover.
Great defense and great hustle.
Sarah beats Haggard to the spot and comes up with a steal. Yui on the far side. Back on top, Sarah. Sarah thought about a three for just a split second. Brooke Hammond here on the near side. Brooke weaving her way down. Brooke tried the scoop shot, the Nicole Unruh scoop shot. Draws the foul. She'll shoot two.
Let's see what she can do at the line.
And these are two shots at the 3:41 mark of our third quarter. These are the first two free throws of the game for the Larks.
Brooke Hammond has 2 shots.
Wow. Are you serious?
Yes,
I'm
I
sitting
am.
here staring at you blank.
And you have the stats too in front of you.
Well, that's overrated.
First free throw by Brooke, spinning home.
Good.
So
I do see that now.
Fort Scott was only 1 of 3 in the first
Yeah.
half. I mean, relatively cleanly played game.
Back into the game.
Second free throw coming up for the redshirt freshman from Long Island, Kansas.
Okay, now we have both of our bigs in. Let's see what we can do here. Sarah's getting a little break.
Brooks' second free throw, crawls around, will not drop. Rebound Haggard. Haggard giving back to Danzer. Alyssa Graber almost recorded another steal. She's been so active today. 34-28. 3:27 to go. As Haggard, Kaylee Haggard, giving off Jordan Danzer. Danzer at the elbow. Cut off by defenders. Danzer trying to weave her way in. Goes back door to Haggard, and a foul is charged to Alyssa Graber.
That was a little bit unfortunate. She got mismatched there.
Alyssa Graber whistled for her third personal foul. Kaylee Haggard will head to the free throw stripe to shoot 2. She's 1 for 2. She was 1 for 2 in the first half.
Haggard on the line.
And that free throw crawling off. Second free throw for Haggard. That free throw good. Haggard makes good on 1 of 2. I see McPherson coaches here in attendance. Looking at potential players here for Matt College. As Brooke Hammond, near side, Jess Ananibal. Jess driving all the way in. Kicks it back out. A 3 by Brooke from the near side. Splash down for Brooke. Brooke knocks her second 3 down of the contest. 7 for Brooke. Larks trail by 4, 35-31. 2:49 to go in the third quarter.
Try for a defensive stop here. That would be huge.
Far side, Burns with it. Burns trying to turn that corner. Left it out. The jumper by Eisman. Eisman's jumper up and good. Kaylin Eisman, her first basket of the contest. Back to a 6-point advantage for Fort Scott. Nicole Unruh stepping through. In the corner, Jessana. Jessana eyes at 3. Nicole goes down hard, is pushed. A foul charge to Fort Scott, and the foul will be charged to Eisman. Eisman picks up her first personal foul.
Poor Nicole hit the floor hard there. Kind of got double bumped. Alyssa takes a little break here. She's doing great there, hustling.
For the Larks, Nicole Unruh.
Third team foul on the Greyhounds. Nicole driving all the way in. Steps through, shot up the glass and good. Nicole Unruh scores down low. 10 for Nicole, and it's 37-33. Larks trail by 4. Jumper the other way, missing, long rebound out of bounds, heading over to the concession stand for refreshment. And the Larks trail by 4, 37-33.
Nicole's really starting to take command of the post area down there. Starting to feel comfortable, making moves.
1:57 to play. Nicole here on the near side. On the wing, spins her way down, steps through. Jumper short, gets her own rebound. Nicole kicks it out. Kelsey Unruh, a long 3. Her 3's good. Kelsey knocks the 3 down. Inside, outside, and the Larks have trimmed the lead to 1. Like Dee Dee has said all the first half, good things happen when you throw it into the post. From behind, Nicole blocks it. Nicole, she'll lead the break the other way. Nicole trying to go coast to coast, slowing it down.
That was good of Nicole. Good awareness, knowing her limits.
Down low, Jessana Nebel in traffic, kicking it out. Sarah's 15-foot jumper swishes home. Sarah's first basket of this second half. Larks have the lead at 38-37. Burns the other way, out of control. Missing rebound. Brooke Hammond, foul whistle. The foul's going to be charged to Fort Scott.
Good defense there by Kelsey. They were trying to push the ball and she was right there for him.
Alexis Burns picks up her first personal foul. Alyssa Graber back in the lineup for the Larks. Luptak and Haggard return for the Hounds.
Okay, we'll see what we can do here. Stay composed, stay controlled here with the lead.
As near side, Nicole Unruh. Nicole, back on top, Alyssa Graber. Alyssa, Brooke driving. Jumper by Brooke, in and out. Rebound right to Cameron Luptak, the hot hand for Fort Scott. Luptak giving off. Sperling bounces back out. Danzer works it out. Haggard, she'll try a three. Her three is good. Kaylee Haggard knocks her first three down. And it's 40-38. Hounds back in front by 2. 36 seconds to go in the quarter.
This would be a huge score for us, and 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Patience.
Brooke Hammond all the way in, scoops out of control. Too strong rebound, hauled in by Haggard. Haggard ahead to Danzer on the far side. Danzer trying to get the ball to Luptak. Alyssa Graber living in Luptak's shirt this half.
She's really doing a good job on her.
As Danzer looking down low. Danzer backing out with 5, not aware of the clock. Danzer trying to drive, spins all her way down. Shot missing, rebound, Sarah Hoover. That will do it. Sarah's heave off the mark at the end of the third quarter of play. Fort Scott 40, Heston College 38. We're back in 60 seconds here on the Lark Network. And welcome back here to Yost Center. It's been a while, Dee, since we've gotten a text message or an email. I'd love to hear from somebody. 620-217-1465. Or send us an email, golarks@heston.edu. Whether you're a fan of the Larks or a fan of the Hounds, we'd like to hear from you.
It's nice to get interaction with the outside world.
It is.
You know, people are watching and supporting the Larks.
It's a busy week in Lark athletics as we'll go this weekend, and then basketball Monday night, Lark women hosting McPherson Junior Varsity, and then softball on Wednesday, baseball on Thursday.
Wow, it is a full week.
And all those games will be live streamed right here on the Lark Network.
That means you'll be busy.
I'll be very busy. Nicole Unruh off the glass, the basket up, it's good, it scores. Nicole will head to the free throw and shoot a free throw, head to the free throw line and shoot the free throw, and a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play.
You always love seeing your post players connect with each other, and that was a great feed by Kelsey.
Nicole, a chance to get to 13 points here if she can knock the free throw down. And she spins it home, 13 for Nicole. 9 of those in this second half. Larks by 1, 41-40. 9:35 to go.
Alyssa's back in there on Luptak.
As backside now to Sperling. Sperling backs out Haggard. Haggard with it. Haggard on top. Luptak. Luptak back in the corner. Sperling. 6 on the shot clock for Fort Scott. Backs out Danzer. She'll try her hand at a 3. Crawling off the side of the rim. Fortunate rebound for the Greyhounds.
It's always
Danzer
tough.
backing out. Holtgrave all the way through, bounces out, Luptak touches up, Sperling a 3 from straight away. It's good. Sperling's 3 is good. Her second 3 of the contest, 43-41, 8:52 to go.
Those second chances are daggers. We love it when we get them, but we hate it when they get them.
Absolutely right, Dee Dee. Nicole traveled, and the turnover gives up the ball back to the Greyhounds. Just Santa Nebel in the game.
A little extra step there.
8:44 to go in the contest. Fort Scott in front, 43-41. Larks trying to avenge a 15-point loss on the road earlier this season.
Yeah, it's great for a 2-point ball game. We have a whole quarter still to play.
Holtgrave weaving her way through traffic. Danzer gets it back out to Sperling. Sperling out to Haggard. Haggard launching the three. Her three is good. Raining threes here for Fort Scott. That's the 4-3 they've made this second half.
That's her second one.
Her second
right,
one,
for the half?
Yes.
Got to be aware of that. Make sure we get out on her.
That one's stripped away. Danzer has it. Nicole Unruh returning the favor, and a foul is charged to Haggard. Haggard pushing Nicole in the fight for the loose ball. Haggard picking up.
Foul's on number 20.
Check
Jordan
that.
Danzer, first foul.
Foul was on Jordan Danzer. Danzer picks up her first personal foul.
A little confusion out there who the sub was for because they weren't sure who fouled.
Jess Santa Nebel setting up this offense near side Brooke Hammond. Brooke trying to drive. Left it stripped away by Danzer. Danzer the other way. Danzer back, driving all the way down. Danzer knifes in, and a foul is going to be charged to Alyssa Graber.
Are we up to 4 on her?
That's 4 on Alyssa.
Graber, her fourth foul.
Okay, here we go. We need to get a stop here.
So Danzer at the free throw stripe. Her first trip tonight knocks the free throw down.
They're going with a bigger lineup again.
Thing about the Larks lineup, our bigs can run a little bit.
Well, they can. Yep, they can get up and run up the court for sure.
Second free throw by Danzer was nothing but the bottom of the net, and it's 48-41, 7:50 to go.
Actually, Fort Scott's bigs can run the floor too.
They can.
Have pretty athletic teams out there right now.
Brooke Hammond, near side Sarah Hoover. Sarah stepping her way down. Sarah back out to Brooke. Brooke backs it to Sarah. Sarah working her way, skips out Jess Santa Nebel. Jess thought about a three, driving. Kicks out Brooke here on the near side. Brooke, pull-up jumper just inside the arc, up and good. Brooke knocks down the 2.
Good ball movement there.
9 for Brooke Hammond. It's a 5-point Hound lead, 48-43. Luptak a 3 over Kelsey Unruh was nothing but net. Not much you could do in that.
Nope, and I'm sure that Kelsey was not planning on guarding her either. That was not her assignment.
Cameron Luptak, that's her 5th 3 of the contest. 21 for Luptak. Kelsey Unruh the other way, trying to return the favor a little bit. Drives to the bucket and scores.
It was a good left hand there. Okay, get out on her right away. There we go,
51-45. Sarah playing with 2 fouls. High post, Haggard. Haggard back to Luptak. Luptak, Burns on the far side. Burns backs out, Haggard. Skips over Luptak. Luptak now near side Danzer. 10 on the shot clock for the Hounds. Danzer all the way in. Shot rolling home for Jordan Danzer. 53-45, 6:27 to go. It's near side, Jess Santa Nebel. Jess backs out Nicole. Nicole weaving her way down, draw 3 defenders. Sarah, a 3 from the near side, misses. Rebound, tracked down by Luptak. Luptak the other way.
All right, we need a big stop right here.
And a timeout taken here by the Fort Scott Greyhounds, 30-second timeout.
All right, this is going to be an important 2 minutes coming out of this timeout.
Very important 2 minutes coming out of timeout.
Need tremendous effort, and we need some things to go our way here. Let's see what they can come up with.
6:08 to go.
We seem to have a little bit bigger of a lineup in than they do, so it's making for some mismatches.
But Fort Scott has hit 5 threes in this second half. Cameron Luptak has hit 5 for the game. She has 21 points to lead all scorers.
And it's a quiet 21 too. She's just consistent.
Get the feeling she could fill it up in a hurry. A scorebook in a hurry.
Yes. Yep, she's just a solid player.
I could commit 5 fouls in a hurry.
Yes, 4 or 5 turnovers. That's
easily,
my line.
Easily, yeah, I'm right there with you.
Oh.
Burns with it on the far side. Burns kicks it back to Luptak. Luptak trying to weave her way down now. Backing out. The jumper on the way. Missing rebound pulled in by the Larks. Brooke Hammond.
Okay, let's see what we can do here on offense.
As Brooke kicks out Sarah Hoover. Sarah, little ball fake. Sarah driving all the way in, gets to the bucket and scores. Sarah now with 16 points to lead the Larks.
Great move there using the baseline.
53-47. Larks trailing by 6. The 3 by Burns, missing rebound. Saved by Bohannon. In traffic, Bohannon down low, gets a pass back. Can't cash in from close. Bohannon fights for it, and Nicole Unruh comes up with a loose ball.
We got lucky there.
As Sarah Hoover calling out that offense. Far side Kelsey Unruh. Back to Brooke. Brooke trying to drive. In the corner, Sarah. Working her way back out to the wing. Turn the corner, draws a foul. And the foul charged to Alexis Burns. Burns picks up her second personal foul.
Let's see what we can get off this inbounds play.
Sarah lobbing it back to Nicole. Giving off Jessana. Jessana has it stripped away by Danzer. Danzer all the way in, coast to coast. Lays it up and good for Jordan Danzer. Danzer now with 8 points. 55-47 the score. 4:36 to go. Brooke Hammond on the far side. Brooke thought about a 3. Gives off Nicole Unruh. Nicole spins her way down, kicks out to Brooke Hammond. Brooke with 13. In traffic, a foul is whistled, and it'll be out of bounds before a shot. Foul charge to Cameron Luptak. Luptak picks up only her first personal foul.
Wow. Pretty clean player and consistent for being your highest scorer.
But I've seen that. I've seen so many good players play good defense and not get fouls and be leading scorers over the years.
Because they're disciplined. I might have been lacking that a little. I'm pretty sure I led our team some fouls. All right, we'll see what we can do with this inbound play here.
Sarah Hoover to key it in. But there was competitive fire, Dee Dee. It was competitive fire.
Absolutely.
Santa Nebel giving off now. Nicole Unruh, and a blocking foul whistled. Nicole maybe got away with a little bit of that forearm extension.
Yeah, she might have developed some space between her and the defender.
Bohannon picks up her third personal foul, 15th foul, and Nicole's at the stripe to shoot 2.
Fouls are 5-1. Their players are a little bit
frustrated. Frustrated would be a good word.
That's a good word.
Nicole's free throw is short. Another chance coming up.
These would be huge free throws for us.
That free throw spinning off, and the rebound hauled in by Fort Scott as Bohannon gives him back to Jordan Danzer. 4 minutes to go. Larks trail by 8, 55-47. 3:56 to go. Sperling. Burns here on the near side. Burns trying to get her ball down low. Burns now draws the defender all the way in. Burns, scoop shot, short rebound, yanked down by Kelsey Unruh. Kelsey Unruh giving off to Sarah Hoover.
That was a good, strong move there by Kelsey. It's just a little bit of a mismatch.
Kelsey goes in, and an offensive foul called on Kelsey Unruh.
Oh. The defender must have been set there on the baseline. I didn't see that.
Returns for the Greyhounds.
Okay, now we have a little bit more of a conventional lineup.
55-47, 3:25 to go. Near side, driving down all the way in. Shot is swatted by Jessana Nebel. Jess the other way. All the way in. Jess now kicks it out. Or tried to kick it out, gets it back, nearly had her pocket picked. Jess in a fight for it. Danzer gets it. And a foul is her jump ball whistled. Jess swatted it like a volleyball.
She did. It was good to see.
May have seen that once or twice during the fall.
I'm glad to know she hasn't lost it.
Brooke Hammond returns.
Brooke Hammond returning the lineup for the Larks.
It's always the most frustrating thing when you make a good move at one end of the court and then come up short at the other end. You always want to finish those plays, and I know Josanna feels the same way.
Under 3 to go. Larks trailing by 8. Haggard the other way, all the way in.
A little too much body contact there by Nicole.
Nicole picks up her first personal foul.
Feels like we are getting a little bit ticky-tacky in our fouls here. Both ways.
Luptak keys in Sperling. Sperling on top, Danzer. High post. Haggard giving off, Sperling backs out. Sperling's 3. In and out, rebound, Brooke Hammond. Brooke will bring it back the other way. Brooke near side, giving off Josanna. She'll dial up a 3. Her 3 misses, rebound. Luptak the other way. Luptak 21 points to lead the Greyhounds. Over on the far side to Danzer. Danzer backs out, Luptak a threat to pull the trigger from that deep.
For sure, for sure.
Haggard will pull the trigger. Her 3 misses, rebound, Alyssa Graber. Alyssa bringing the ball the other way. Brooke Hammond near side. Brooke all the way in. Little fadeaway jumper. Short rebound pulled down as the lid on the basket here in the last couple minutes for the Larks.
Feels like it's been a while since we've been able to score.
55-47. 8-point game, a minute 56 to go. As backs out. Bohannon down low, Haggard. Haggard kicking out. Danzer thought about a 3. She'll step all the way in. Driving in. Danzer off the glass, up and down.
We had great help defense on the first 2 passes, and then we kind of left her alone there on the last.
As Sarah Hoover near side, Brooke Hammond. Brooke stepping back out, Josanna. Down low, Alyssa. Brooke thought about a 3, steps in. She'll fire the jumper. Her jumper spinning home, it counts. And Brooke is fouled. She'll shoot a free throw.
Could that be the spark that we need?
Perhaps it could be.
One shot on the way.
All right, here we go. We'll see if this can do it for the Lady Larks.
Kelsey Unruh checks into the lineup. So it was the second foul on Jordan Danzer. Brooks' free throw coming up. Free throw in and out, rebound fought for. And a foul to be charged to Nicole Unruh.
Foul's on number 30.
Headed to the other end of the court.
So both teams now shooting free throws from here on out.
That really can extend the game.
Haggard will be at the stripe to shoot 2. There is no 1-and-1 in women's college basketball anymore. Free throw good by Haggard.
I don't think I realized that rule change until the first time I did this with you.
Second free throw coming up. That free throw good.
That is a difference. We have not been hitting our free throws, and they have.
Only attempted 5 free throws in the contest. Brooke Hammond trying to weave her way down. Backs out Sarah Hoover. A minute 10 to go. Sarah launches a 3. Her 3 misses. Rebound loose on the floor. Fight for it. Jump ball. As they said, the possession will favor Fort Scott. Tie-up was happened before the roll. And that's why it was a jump ball rather than a travel.
Before the travel, yes. I
Just
thought maybe
unable.
we were getting called for a foul there, so I'll take the jump ball.
Like seeing the officials that talk it over, make sure
Yep.
they're on the same page. 59-49 the score. As foul charge to Brooke Hammond. Brooke guilty of the reach. And that will put Haggard back at the free throw stripe.
She was just slightly behind her and thought.
She's 4
maybe
of 6.
from the
Thought
line.
she, 4 of 6. Yeah, I didn't mean to overstep my bounds there, Dee. But you're absolutely right.
A little bit behind, and so thought maybe could get this steal, but really it just resulted. And a foul.
I was pretty much always behind playing defense. The second free throw forthcoming for Kaylee Haggard. And that free throw rattles around and drops down. 60-49, it's an 11-point lead for Fort Scott.
Monday.
With
Game time 6 o'clock, playing McPherson College.
50.4 seconds to go. And it's not like the Larks didn't have their chances.
No, they did. They had many opportunities. It was just we couldn't convert on the right opportunities.
And Fort Scott went bombs away from outside, knocking down 5 threes in this. And 5 threes in a game like this is huge because it's such a low-scoring game. Those are big-time momentum swings.
Yes, not as many possessions as a high-scoring game. Therefore, you really have to capitalize on each one. Yeah, that makes it tough. We went down the court several times and just were not able to convert.
As 50.4 seconds to go here. As it's the Wounded Warriors of the Larks here. It's more like a hospital ward over on a bench than a roster.
Yes, and it was not from lack of effort.
No.
They have definitely been putting all they have out there.
You learn a lot about your team on a game like this, even this late in the season.
Yes.
Brooke Hammond pulls the trigger, her three, splashes down. Brooke knocks her third three down of the contest. (14-4) Brooke.
Here we go, 30-second timeout. Drop a play, figure out what happens if we get a steal.
And 45.8 seconds to go. Let's be realistic. That can be an eternity in basketball.
It can. You can really extend the game here.
Here's another thing. This game has been not a lot of free throw shot, a lot of play, not a lot of whistles. I mean, we're looking at the Lark men is supposed to start at 4 o'clock. It's only 3:30.
Yeah.
Usually these games roll into about 3:40, about an hour 40 minutes without TV timeouts. We do have a media timeout between the first and second quarter and the third and fourth, and same with the Lark men.
Yeah, it's really been rolling along. It's been a clean basketball game.
It has been a very clean basketball. Very clean basketball. But we're having a lot of fun.
Oh, for sure. Oh.
Timeout called right here, right before the 5-second call. 30-second timeout taken. And I heard the whistle. The whistles were almost simultaneously. I know the one here to the right, just a split second. And here's the other thing we haven't seen in women's college basketball. The 30-second timeout called, they're going to advance to half court.
At the 30-second.
Under
2?
Under a minute. Under a minute to go. They can go bring the ball to half court. So now you can set up your defense. Now it's a little different. You have an extra 48 feet to work with.
Yeah. Which I have never been fond of that rule in the pros.
But they've added it now. It's kind of interesting. I'm not sure. I kind of like it in a late game situation. You can make for some more offense. So
it gives you a chance, yes. And I'm sure that's the point of trying to adding it.
Yes.
Okay, they have Kelsey on the ball, her long arms.
Left to key it in, trying to get that in the backcourt to Danzer. Danzer will weave her way through. Danzer on the far side, and she's fouled by Sarah Hoover. Sarah picks up her third personal foul. Jordan Danzer will head to the stripe, where she is perfect on the day, 2 for 2.
Fouls on number 20.
And this is how you can extend the game. 4 seconds off the clock, and
That puts
we're going to get possession.
Danzer's free throw is good. Still a 3-possession game with 41.7 seconds to go. This is a big free throw. That free throw, good by Danzer.
4-possession game.
62-52, Larks trailing by 10 here. 38 seconds to go. Brooke backing out, Sarah Hoover. Down low, Nicole Lerner. Nicole, jumper on the way, too strong, and the rebound pulled down by Leptak. And Leptak probably going to dribble out, and no Jacinta Ebel fouling Cameron Leptak. And Love Tech can walk to the stripe and put a couple more points to her tally of 21 for the afternoon.
That's hard. At what point do you pull off the game plan and let it go, or keep pursuing?
That free throw good by Love Tech. 22 for Cameron Love Tech, the Fort Scott leading scorer. The second free throw good by Love Tech. 23 for Cameron Love Tech. Sarah Hoover leading the Larks with 16 points. Brooke Hammond with 14. Nicole tries a three. Nicole's three misses. Rebound tipped and landing awkwardly. Sarah Hoover, but she's bouncing off the floor. And Danzer ahead near side Sperling. Sperling holding, and the clock's going to wind down here on a Fort Scott victory as they come away with a 12-point advantage. 64-52, the Greyhounds coming away with the victory.
Really was a much closer ball game than the score indicates. It was much closer for most of the game.
Sarah Hoover leading the Larks with 16, 14 for Brooke Hammond, 13 for Nicole Unruh, 7 for Kelsey Unruh, and 2 for Jacinda Nebel. Dee Dee, it's been a lot of fun.
Thank you,
Thanks
Rusty.
for coming
I've enjoyed it.
And we're going to get you back here on the Lark Network. Men's game starting in about 20 minutes. We're back after this on the Lark Network.